I have a earpiece that I'm listening to music right now, but it's very different from my typical setup. It's actually very loud. I like my music being loud sometimes, but even though I've only got it in one ear, I can't hear. I can barely hear myself speak in the other ear. I'm going to be yelling at you guys. So, hello again, everybody. Right now, every Wednesday and Sundays have been my leg days. I want to keep going for the rest of the year if I can keep it up. But today wore me out a little bit. My body became the world's grindstone. Monday, I did a really nice, like, fulfilling back workout. Killed my forearms, killed my back. Then I got invited to go rock climbing yesterday, which I didn't plan for, but I went regardless. Had a lot of fun, but damned if I don't have any skin on my hands right now. I also took a little bit of an unpleasant fall. So today I'm gonna be taking it easy in that I still might squat up to 315 pounds, but it's just going to be squats. It's going to be no more than half of my typical workout on a Wednesday or a Sunday. I'm going to warm up on the bike. Then I'm just going to start squatting. I'll warm up with lighter weights, ramp up quickly, and my intent is to stay at 225 and just get like 45 minutes, an hour of squats in. But I'll take as much rest as I need and then see how I feel as I go. So first, now that I've given my little spiel, let's see if camera's a little high. All right, enough of that fun stuff. I'm gonna grab my phone on. I'm gonna get my phone so you can hear me. That way, I can control my music as well as keep an eye on chat if anyone is out there to talk to me. It seems dark in here. Why does it seem dark? All right. So let's go to Common Apps, Twitch. Click on that beautiful bastard. Oh, killed my music. There we go. What time is it? All right, so I'll go till 10. Now, who's that? Give me 1 second. Where's chat? Echelon, how's it going? Nice to see you. I've been neglecting you guys lately. I've just been having too much fun at the gym. Okay, why did it cancel my chat there? Yeah, it's been It's been a week at least since I last streamed. Um, I may be streaming a lot more in the near future. I'm gonna take a break, turn on my heat, or turn on my fan, because I'm dying here already. But they are getting rid of all restrictions here in Canada come March, and I want to. I'm really nervous about what policies my gym are going to enact. I am very biased towards my gym. To me, my gym is the best gym. So right now I'm yelling at you because I got an earpiece in with really loud music. I'm going to take that off so I can have a conversation. But I hope you've been doing well. As for my story, the coming second half of March, they are getting rid of all restrictions, and it's going to be up to individual institutions on what policies that they're going to keep in place. My gym, to me, is the best gym because I actually feel safe to go there with COVID all around us. I got mostly. I just want masks. I don't want people breathing on me. That's all I really care about. Whether they're vaccinated or unvaccinated doesn't matter as much as just don't breathe on me. I won't breathe on you. Don't breathe on me. But if they get rid of all restrictions at the gym, I guess that's it. And I gotta figure out how to make a program at home again with the current goals that I have. It's well, we'll see how it goes, playing it by ear. Last night I did rock climbing. That was a lot of fun. Posted 2 videos of the same route on Instagram last night. It was 2 fails. And after that, I didn't have much. I never did get that one because my hands started to fail me. I was already tired going in, but going in, it was my forearms were really fatigued already. They were cramping up even before I started. But then when I was done, I couldn't even close my hands. I actually strained my hands to the point where it was. I'm feeling them today. And then after I strained my hands, I went to easier bouldering walls, and they were easier, and there was better grips. There was like everything was easier, but the holds were also rougher. So in the process, I lost all the skin on the tips of my fingers. I scraped my knees from, yeah, my knees are all cut up from scraping them on. Like, you want to go up a specific color, and there are other colors on that same wall that are basically invisible to me because I don't want to touch them. But in the process, I keep smashing my legs against them. Oh, when I grew up, I used to have eczema on my hands, and my hands felt just like back in those days. I haven't had eczema since I was like 20 years old, but it used to be terrible. Like if my hands got wet, I had to hold my hands in space and couldn't touch anything for the day. Like not even themselves. My fingers couldn't even touch. I would just leave them there, let them be all dried out and nasty. I think it started happening from when I was 15 to 20, 5 years of eczema on my hands. I don't envy you. Now, the only time my hands get bad is for work. I'm a geotechnical engineer, and I have to, if I'm supervising some drilling, they will drill the earth up, and I got to get my hands in it. So they pull clay out of the ground, and I got to squish it, I got to grab it, I got to feel it, I got to look at it, tear it apart, and playing with that all day, it just dries out your hands. I remember a couple years ago, my hands were the worst they've ever been. And I took a picture of them, and it was bad. Oh, but you know, all the troubles of having eczema. If oh, hope you got something that works for you. But so right now, I'm just warming up on the bike, and I want to do some squats. I took a little bit of a rough fall last night, so we'll see how. I don't really plan to go heavy. The heaviest I'm going to let myself go today is 315 pounds, but we'll see. I mostly just want to be 225 plus and just get a lot of volume in there. Better diet helps. With rock climbing, it's better. Chalk is better. So I at the rock climbing gym I went to, I actually purchased liquid chalk and regular chalk because I realized I actually don't own chalk. But at that gym, they only allow liquid chalk, which is a little bit weirder. Still better than gloves, but gloves are more a distraction than anything else when you're rock climbing. Where like your regular gym activities, gloves fine, they'll keep your hands soft. For me, I would tear apart my gloves. I for the first couple of years that I trained, I wore gloves, and I'd have to replace them every month or two. I would just shred them to bits. And finally I had enough, and I just started moisturizing my hands after I'd work out, or I'd file down my calluses. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if maybe diet had something to do with my eczema. Maybe it did. I didn't have a great diet growing up. I basically grew up off of Kraft Dinner, instant noodles, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. That was what I grew up on. I grew up with my mother. She never taught me how to cook, but I could boil water. That was the microwavable burritos, pizza pops. So maybe diet did have something to do with my eczema as a kid. I've gone over a decade since then, and this is the first time I've ever actually had that thought. But then again, mostly I just stopped thinking about it once it's out of the way, because when you have it, it's just glaring obvious. This like right? But whew. So I've been going for 10 minutes. I'm going to stop soon. Shake off my legs. I'm not in a super hurry to jump right into squats. I just want to be warm. Lots of kale. Yeah. All right. That's it for the bike. I get my man. I need a shower after this. Whew. Oh, I'm so hot. I can feel a steam rising off me right now. Like I can feel it just rising. I can almost smell myself too. So shower time after this. I'm taking this off. I can never figure out the settings of how to make this thing actually work. Oh. Immortal chickens. Welcome, welcome. I just finished my warm-up. Gonna shake off my legs, get my squat rack out. Right now, I have 135, 235, plus 70. So 305 in big plates I can get out right now. So if I add another 5 on each side, that'd be 315. You've been on an anime binge. We've all been on an anime binge at one point or other. For myself, my anime binge lasted for about 4 years, more hours a day than I'd care to admit, because I'm very good at multitasking. I would have my computer open with a window here, a window there, and a window here, and I'd be doing, anime has to be in Japanese. The English just comes off as corny and not well adapted, in my humble opinion. There are several exceptions, but yeah. So after 4 years, I didn't stop. I just switched the manga. Hector, how's it going? Oh. Right now I don't have my music on because I was putting my music on through my earbud. So let's get it coming out of the computer. I'm going to turn the sound up. I probably got a lot louder for you guys now. Oh, you have no idea. I've been doing chess twice a week, largely focused around like 1 day of the week, more heavily focused on bench. And what I've been enjoying doing these days is benching up to like 300, around 300 pounds, give or take. Depends what I'm really up to that day. I can go heavier, but I don't want to do like 1 rep maxes. I want to get at least 3 in before I need a spotter to help get the weight off me. Because if I can do 3 by myself, I don't need a spot. I can control it. But if I'm only able to do 1 or 2, I want a spotter just to be safe. And then, so I'll finish off heavy. Well, I won't finish off heavy. I'll go heavy. And then once I've peaked and I got my volume in, I will immediately drop the weight to like 135 pounds and I'll rep it out. And I'll do like 3 sets of I'll try to get 30 plus. Sometimes it doesn't go that way. If I'm too taxed, I might get 30 my first time, then like 25 my second, and then like 20 my third. You might buy the manga because you tried watching. I missed something here. Oh, 1997 Berserk. Okay. Berserk, I believe, didn't the mangaka pass away recently, like within the last year? Berserk has been going on forever, and it is the prettiest manga you will ever watch or ever read. So I watched Berserk. I loved it. And then I went years later and read the manga, and the manga has continually been ongoing, and the manga takes Berserk somewhere that the movie or that the anime never does. So it takes it in completely different, like away from the mortal human aspect, more into demon territory. And like the pictures, like you open the page on the internet, and so like full screen, like you got to zoom in or zoom out to see everything, but you zoom in and you see every fine detail with a ballpoint pen. It's a thing of beauty. I'm gonna start getting into squats right away before I cool down much. But yeah, when I started reading the manga, it was still getting updated regularly, and then it just stopped. And then it was like once a year, and it'd be a couple chapters, and that's all you got. But I always look forward to it. All right, so if all is well, this should be the right height for me. I want the camera so I can see my feet. Cowboy Bebop is worth the watch. It's one of those iconic ones that everyone should get in their repertoire. You want some more miscellaneous ones? I'd recommend something like Monster. Monster is about this medical prodigy who saves a child who turns out to basically be a psychopath. I say basically a lot, but basically turns out to be a psychopath who he then regrets saving and tries to take responsibility by saving this child and trying to stop him while trying to get this kid on the right track before it's dark, but it's delightful. All right, so I need my bar now, and I need to make sure I got room to squat. I may not have room here. This is too close. So let's go here. Seems good. And let's just go straight to put 100 pounds on this bar. Get the fan on me. I got so much stuff around my feet here. I am going to wear a belt today. Oh man, my forearms are absolutely done. And this is gonna take the bar away. All right. I'm just worried, I don't want this thing to tip, so I'm just being careful. All right, stay. I'm trying to get used to wearing the belt, and it's making the whole thing a little bit better on me for squats, because I'm not used to the excess inter-abdominal pressure, and even on lightweight like this, I'm pushing into the belt, and I really feel it. The ending of Berserk didn't shock you that much. Yeah, the ending was refreshing at the time. But the thing is in anime, you didn't have a lot of that. Because in anime, a lot of stuff like Berserk just never got published. Too dark, not sellable, like somebody had their opinion. And you go to manga, and like opens whole new worlds you'll never see in anime. The first manga I ever read, I can't remember the name right now because it was in, is this even on the right way? Backwards. Okay, so the first manga I ever read was, its name was in Japanese, but it starts off, this one guy wants to fix all the corruption in Japan. So what does he do? He starts, I'm dumb. What does he start to do? He starts to assassinate any corrupt politician, right? People who are harming Japan, he assassinates them, and then he commits suicide. Which is like, okay, well, that seems pretty abrupt, right? Well, no, he keeps assassinating, and then he keeps committing suicide. Keeps assassinating, keeps and every time it's like he's on camera, and the public he becomes like this anti-hero to the public. It turns out that this guy was actually a scientist back in World War One who developed cloning in a secret bunker in Japan. And what he ended up doing is he cloned himself, and he kept implanting his memories. And then right before he died, he'd take the memories and implant it into this computer consciousness, which would keep pumping his new memories into more clones. And over like 70 years, he went and, well, maybe it wasn't 70 years at the time. It's probably 70 years now. But then over the years, like 50 years, he turned himself into like a super soldier. He learned how to drive cars better than everyone else. He learned how to do this. He learned how to do that, and he could take risks that other people would never take. And I'm gonna stop saying basically. I gotta spend more time to get that word out of my vocabulary. But he was not afraid of dying, so he would take risks that other people wouldn't learn or wouldn't take, and he would learn really quickly. Turn himself into a super soldier, and then suddenly we're brought smack dab into his revolution, and it was something I'd never seen before, and it was all right. So what am I going to do here? I'm going to try using these just because I don't want to have to keep screwing on and off these things every time. And I don't care if the weights move a little bit. When I'm at the gym, this does shit all. This doesn't even fit. Okay, enough of that. Well, let's get the belt on. It's going to be lightweight, but I want to just get used to getting a belt. All right, so I would go to sites like Manga Park, Manga Window. Now there's a lot more advertising. Everything's more annoying. But I could scroll through an anime, through a chapter of manga, almost as fast as you can read, like as fast as you can see it. Just scroll through and read the full thing, and then you have like 200 chapters, and just that's my night. Harley Prey. I know. I only have a shirt on so I can stick this belt on without pinching my skin. You came just in time to see me put my shirt on. And I can't get my belt on right now. Maybe I'll have to take off the shirt just to. Why can't I get this thing on? I guess I put on some weight. Oh no, I gotta bend this thing back. Okay. And now I want to lift before I lose too much oxygen with this thing on me. So I had a very specific setup when it came in front of the gym in the rack. I brace, come in, I check the mirror, make sure I'm centered. I'm gonna have difficulty with that. And I brace, and even now my feet would be a little bit in front of me, so everything's gonna be different. I need a new plan, but I brace, push, up, and I'd go 1, 2, 3. Breathe again, brace. And that was my routine. Simple, repeat the same thing every time. I might try without the shirt, with the belt. See how that looks. Oh, okay. And then I'm going to have trouble re-racking it. Often, I leave myself with no energy left in the tank, and I just throw the thing on, get mad, pull this thing off, which I can't do right now. How's it going, Harley Prey? I'll take this off for the... fuck my shoulder. Oh, I'm hot. I wonder if I can open my window. It's like minus 35 out today. Good. No joke. It's actually getting to minus 35 today. Watching Castlevania. Yeah, I always try to stay away from something from animes like that or from cartoons. It's just, to me, I had my own Castlevania experiences, and they're nostalgic, and I almost hold them dear. So I don't want to jumble all that together. All right. So I'm just going to add some weight. I'll just add 50 pounds. Uh-oh. No accidents today. That's my goal. Oh, I pushed my desk. So I'm gonna take a minute. Yeah, they put him in Smash Brothers, didn't they? Yeah, in the if you think he takes a lot of abuse in the anime, you should see the manga. Yeah, and then he has the one of the most tragic endings of most characters you will ever see in mainstream media. Yeah, I was worried that if I used the belt without a shirt on, that I wouldn't have like I'm used to the clothing, like the circumference of my waist being my waist plus the clothing. I was worried if I did it without, maybe the belt would be a little bit loose. But I think I'm a little bit heavy since I think I put on some weight since Sunday. Oh, pinch my skin. Okay, we'll see. That's going to be interesting. Yeah, my ex was heavily into tattoos, and then I think has gotten really tattooed up since. Went to Thailand, got like full sleeves and all that stuff. Okay. Yeah, I'm pinching myself. I'm actually catching myself here. Yeah, but there's more room in here. All right. Let's see how this look. I'll go look later in the VOD. Okay. something hit my leg. I don't like that. I'm gonna move this thing next set. The camera's too high. It's not getting my legs. All right. Uh-oh, this is going to be a problem. And once I start getting to heavier weight, if I push it forward, I gotta be careful I don't tip this thing. I also don't have. I'm also going to have to. I'm also going to have to start adding the safeties. Now, how am I going to move this thing forward? I don't think I am. But I can move the weights at my feet. That I can do. I'm back. Get caught up with chat here. Bring it down to my level. I've been gaining weight. Right now, all I care about is growing my legs. And if I have to do a little bit of a cut, I'll do a little bit of a cut. But I haven't been changing that rapidly. This year has been a little bit hard on me so far. Had to go into quarantine. Work's been tough. So I've been keeping up with my workout routine, but falling a little bit short on my diet. I'm still cooking all my food. I'm still, well, most of it, but and I'm having my nutrition. I'm eating well. I'm not having junk food, but I'm just eating more. I'm snacking more. I'm not having the typical low calorie, high filling foods. It's like load me up on those rice, on those meats, on those potatoes. Your leg workouts have been sore since you switched back to your old leg workout 2 weeks ago. So you're either you just shocked yourself or you're doing something good. You'll probably never see it because your hair is going to cover it. Squatting 80% of your max for 2 sets of 8, and then 2 sets of 12, still at 80% of your max. That's pretty good. I've actually found myself to be more afraid to lift heavier weights with a belt than without, right? Because like before, 315 pounds wasn't that hard for me. Like I would brace, but like I just braced, but it's just down, up, and the down was easy, and then the up was just more explosive, and it just didn't really take so much out of me. Whereas now, when I have the belt, it feels like I gotta brace, but go like resist all the way down, and then push on the way up. And I'm afraid to hit any real big weight without being in a situation where I can fail. First time chatter, Tay Buns 16. Howdy, how's it going? I'm just fooling around with some squats before bed. I think I did this weight last, right? So I'm gonna add on another 50 pounds. I think that brings you up to 235. I'm not trying to hit a rep range right now. I'm still trying to. I took a little bit of a fall last night. I was rock climbing, and there was one fall I took that I didn't like. It was I'm a little bit tender today from it, so I'm foregoing my typical leg workout, and I just want to do some squats. So maybe I'll do a set of 6 of this. I'll probably go a little bit heavier and then come back to this after. But my setup is a little bit sketchy. One, I can't see whether I line up perfectly center in the bar. Two, re-racking this thing is actually no. I'll start in order. So first, can't see if I'm in the center of the bar. Second, when I get under the bar to start, I have this pole support right where my feet is, and my feet actually want to be there to be centered under the bar. So I want to be able to move my feet a little bit further than this thing allows me. Second, well, let's get this thing out of here so I don't hit it anymore. But then the second thing is, or third thing is re-racking this. I can't go too hard because if I can't just throw it onto the safeties and walk away. I can't just walk it in and shrug it. I gotta like lean and I have to get off balance a little bit, and I gotta hand bomb, like I have to hand roll my weights onto my supports. I also don't want to throw it forward and tip my whole setup over. But let's give this a go. This thing was invisible to me because it was like that. I think I missed some chat here. Thank you. A lot of effort over the years. Yeah, you should have seen me several years ago. I'm at the smallest I've been. Well, actually, when I first started streaming, I was at the smallest I'd ever been in like a decade. Well, not a decade, maybe like 8 years since my second year working out. And I've been enjoying staying lean since then. But now I gotta get my brain into what I'm doing. So this is like 235 pounds, I believe. I wasn't counting. Hopefully that was 6. Oh. Ah, pinching myself. Ah. Yeah, I think I marked myself there. You guys can't see it, so I got. You gotta wake up in 7 hours for work. Get your sleep. Thank you for dropping by. Glad I was able to catch you. I haven't been on as much. So I want to add 25 pounds to that next set. My neck is a little bit stiff. I was doing shrugs on what day is it? On Monday I was doing shrugs. I don't normally do shrugs. So I shocked my neck muscles a little bit. I'm so hot. I even have my window open and it's minus 35 out. Go figure. I should turn my music up a little bit so I can jam to that. Music is going to make a big difference in my workout pretty soon. So let's add on. I'm going to do one more set of this. Then I'm going to increase the weight from 235 to 285. Ooh. Yeah. When I first started, I was 145 pounds. Right now, I'm pushing 200. I could show you my before picture. I keep the picture on file. I don't know which one it is. It might be this one. It might not. Yeah. So this is me when I was 24 years old. 145 pounds when wet. And now, boom. A lot of eating, a lot of food. For 3 years, I was on a 5,000 to 6,000 calorie a day diet. And I wasn't eating like junk food. I was eating meat, vegetables, rice. I was eating 9 meals a day. I'd have my last meal like at midnight, go to bed, wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning just to eat again. But not only just waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning, waking up still full just to eat another meal and then go back to sleep. And if I could, I'd be walking back with legs. Oh, let's get down here. I shaved the other day. I'm finding it weird looking at myself without a little bit of scruff shaved off my beard. Oops. All right, so give it another minute. I don't really plan to do much besides my squats, and I don't plan to rush them. I want to hit calves. Can't skip calves. But without weights, I'm just going to be repping them out. I'll go 1 foot, so I'm basically doubling my body weight on one leg, and see how it goes. All right, next set. I always forget to move the camera. Luckily this time the camera turns out to be just nice. I don't enjoy pinching myself with this thing though. Oh. All right. When I said add 25, I meant add 25 to each side. Doesn't feel like I'm bracing right. Okay, come on. I don't want to have a YouTube fail moment today. I also got to be careful. If I add too much weight, I can actually break this bar. And I don't want to do that. So I think this is 295 pounds, maybe. Let's see. All right, so this is either 295 pounds or 305 pounds. One of the two. I'm not sure. And I don't feel like thinking about it. But yeah, even when I was lighter, it feels like I gotta push into the belt, and any extra energy I have for the lift goes into fighting the belt. So it feels a lot heavier to me than that weight normally would without the belt. And then I'm also probably going to be capped out at how much weight I can actually lift, just because of the fact that I'm going slower. I'm more time under tension. I'm fatiguing and the muscle faster. So I've been streaming almost an hour. I got cuts all over me. I cut my forearms somehow. The back of my knuckles are all bloody. I scraped both my knees. So I got a lot of little scrapes. there was a problem. Okay, click that, and there we go. I just realized I was going to show you my screen, but I realized it doesn't show up on the camera. There's too much glare. So, Tay Buns 16. Tell me something about yourself. What do you do? How did you find yourself here? Yeah, I originally found myself on Twitch as a means to hold myself accountable to my workout. And I did not expect to enjoy it as much as I do. It has made my home workouts enjoyable again. And that is a big difference for me. I still, like, guiltily, I'll guiltily say this, but I still enjoy the gym a little more, but that's because that's the gym and that's my social life these days. Back in the before times, I would do partner dancing. I would join a bunch of different social groups. I joined a circus group. I had lots of fun doing things every week. And then cold turkey just cut me off. And a lot of the stuff I used to do, it's not going to be running up. Yoga streamer. I started yoga in 2018 when I herniated my disc and I tore my glute. And I had a physio program I followed. I followed that religiously. I was told, like, go try yoga. So to me, yoga involves the studio. It involves like more the mentality of going there to do yoga. Whereas when I'm stretching, to me, that's more my recovery process on top of my weightlifting. And I will throw in yoga elements in there, but to me, I'm stretching. If I go do yoga, I'm taking an hour class. Oh, okay. I like this song. What kind of yoga do you gravitate towards? Yeah, I used to do I should do more stretching streams on on Twitch. I've done a fair amount, but I've actually gotten a lot less stretchy since I started training my legs twice a week. So maybe since November, November, December, January, February, I've been training my legs twice a week, and I've been training them hard, and I've been less focused on my mobility, and I've become less flexible than I have in a long time. Like, well, I'll show you how close I can get to splits right now. I have no idea. This is going to be one. This is not a smart idea right in the middle of some squats, but I'm probably not going to get very far anyways. Yeah. So this is my best attempt right now, and I scraped my knees, which is hurting me a little bit. What's holding me back the most is my hip flexors right now. Especially, I think my right hip flexor is much tighter than my left. Oh, my hamstrings are actually more tight than they used to be. Yeah, this isn't even as close to the other side. Yeah, my best effort. Well, but I only recently noticed that I've been skimping on my mobility, on my stretching. So I've made it a point to fix it. And I'm going to start doing yoga again, starting this weekend, actually. I've already got it booked. So I'm going to book myself for a yoga class for the first time since the pandemic. If I just hope that I just hope that where I go is going to be COVID safe, because if I don't feel comfortable with that, I'm not going to partake. Anyways, when you loosen up your hamstrings, it'll actually affect your lift. You're not going to be able to lift as heavy. And particularly since a lot of what lifting is it's not muscle memory, but it sort of is, in that when you're doing a squat, your body doesn't think, okay, now I'm gonna activate my glutes here. I'm gonna engage this. I'm going to push with now. I'm gonna get my quads engaged. I'm gonna push back up. You just know, bend down, pick something up off the floor. That your body just knows, it's ingrained in you, and those ingrained muscle patterns and nervous system responses are based around how tight your muscles typically are. Like when you're doing the activity, how tight are you? And if suddenly you're a little bit looser, your muscle's a little bit looser than what your nervous system attributes that movement to, it can throw things out of whack. All right, so this might be bad. I'm just going to do one, maybe two, just to get myself moving again. So this is either 295 pounds or 305. I've stopped caring. I'm not going to be hitting any maximums today. Can't get my belt on. Put on a bit of weight. All right. Yeah. Try to get this thing back on without killing myself. Oh, I missed. No, I didn't. My heart. Uh-oh. This thing's rocking. Oh. No accidents today. That's my goal. And the song is over. All right, so I'm going to take off 25 pounds each side. I'm going to add 35 pounds. Do it carefully. You want to know a secret? This bar isn't spec'd for much weight. All right. So this is either 315 pounds. No, this is either 315 pounds or 325 pounds. I feel like I'm counting that wrong. 135, 235 plus. Okay, I'm going to say this is 305 pounds. Final answer. And I think this is as heavy as I'm going to go today because I'm getting nervous with my setup. I'm going to finish the set. I'm going to take off everything except for like I don't know, 225 to 235. And then I will rep it out. Jesus Christ. I'm a hack. I'm more nervous about racking this thing than I am doing the weight. Now, where's my other? I'm losing stuff. Thank you. Now I'm missing a safety somewhere. What did I do with it? Found you. So I don't want to put these things on too tight or they get stuck and I can't take them off. So this will be as heavy as I go today. And I just want to focus on intra-abdominal pressure, have a nice snug tight on my belt, and continue that all the way down and then all the way up. I've been finding the belt's almost slipping on me a little bit. I think that, I'm not sure if that's because I'm not wearing a shirt or not, but here, I'll put it on a smaller setting there. Thank you. I miss pre-pandemic going out, dancing to my heart's content. I used to do a lot of partner dancing. Started on a whim, and I've been dancing as long as I've been working out. Hadn't danced a step in my life before that. I drank a full thing of water. I got one more, but it's not as big. And end this song. I enjoyed that. All right. Now I got to get my head back into this. It's important to not let your mind wander when you're lifting heavy weights. That's how you get injured. Yeah, I got. I've done. I've dabbled in a majority of the Latin dances, but I'm not as good at them. But like the solo parts, I'm fine. But my interest is largely in leading and following, where I can manipulate anything that goes on uh, through the connection with my partner. And the connection with the Latin connection is a little bit um, often it's very good for spinning. Like somebody who does salsa spins very well, but they often have a hard time traveling. So if you want to travel with them, whereas something like West Coast is very pivoty. So when you're spinning, you pivot, and you travel. So you travel and then pivot and then keep traveling. Whoop, stepping on my belt. All right, let's do my next set. I've recovered. I'm just maybe fooling around a little bit too much. Let's get this in frame. Oh, I got my monkey a little bit past my pull-up bar. The camera makes this thing look out of level. It's because I'm not perfectly straight with my camera. My camera is more pointed this way. That bothers me just a little bit. All right, I'm minding what I'm doing. Okay. I don't have a plan for if I fail a set, so I better not lose my balance. Oh, it pinches me. Okay, I might just do one. I'm a little bit sketched out with this setup here. I'm not too happy with it. But maybe if I keep doing it, I'll build some confidence. I don't know if I'm centered in the bar. I don't think I am. Lost my balance there a bit. I lost my balance the first one, and I'm also feeling it in my lower back where I fell yesterday. I was doing rock climbing, had some fun posting the pictures, videos to Instagram, but I took a little bit of a nasty fall. Carried my full force of the fall through my lower back. All right, so let's get some weight off here. So I'll feel like it's a little bit less precarious, and I'll be a lot more comfortable. And I'm just gonna rep out a couple sets. All right, so they're on my seat. All right. So this side is closer to the rung, so I will take it off of this side. No accidents. All right. Step one, complete. So I'm taking off 70 pounds right now. Each of these are 35s. There, it's right away. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So, nobody died, everybody survived. Monkey. Yeah. Oh, I got it. So I'm listening to Hands Up by Merck and Cremont. It's got some nice hits to it. All right. I think I'm gonna do 2 more sets and then call it. It's been fun. I am not going to miss a leg workout on a Wednesday or a Sunday. That's if I can make it the full year with doing that, I will be a happy camper. Oh, I gotta do calves as well. Can't forget my calves. My legs have actually been growing nicely. Yeah, I basically have everything closed when I'm working out. And I got carpet burn on my knees. Plus, I got burn on my knees from rock climbing. You're going up grabbing specific colors, and that's all you're focusing on. So all the other colors that are there in the way are basically invisible to you. And I keep bashing my knees on them. But I was about to say, I spend an embarrassingly small amount of time in front of the computer when it, like my day is typically just go, 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 go. And then I might read a book or something, but there's a lot that goes into like even just feeding myself. I basically cooked almost all my meals since the pandemic, with some exceptions. But if I have more time, I try to find things to fill it with. All right, the song is slowing me down. This is more like a slow dance song. I had an imaginary partner there I was dancing with. That one mellowed me down. And dip. All right, next set. Make sure I actually get in line. Make sure I don't cut my head off with the camera. Not literally, of course. All right. I've got two very slow songs in a row. Which one's this called? 2 feet. Quick musical doodles. Celestial, how's it going? A fellow streamer. I've been streaming less I've also been watching streams less. So I haven't, like, I'm sure you've been streaming. I just haven't been around. Hope you're doing well. I just dropped the weights. You missed my heavier lifts today. Good, man. Going to the gym tomorrow. Glad to hear it. But consistency is key. You make a plan that works for you. You don't need to follow what I do. You just want to find something that you enjoy doing and that you're going to keep coming back to regularly. There's a lot of good plans out there. Make sure you're not going to injure yourself. Learn the exercises that you're going to do as well as you can. And that's my spiel for now. All right. This feels light now. I just took off 70 pounds. All right. Get on there, you. Felt good. A little bit shaky there. There's a moment in there where I can feel my lower back because I took a fall yesterday. Will do. Thanks for dropping by, Celestial. I'll try to catch one of your streams in the near future. I wasn't counting. Choked on my water. I wasn't counting there. Yeah, that is 235 pounds. I think I went up to 305 today. I think I did a triple. Might have been a double. I don't know. Today is just I'm doing like half what I normally do. Normally, I go to the gym, I go on the bike, and I will hit squats for at least 45 minutes, but I will be very focused between my sets versus how much rest I'm taking. So I'm not sitting here talking, I'm not dancing around. I'm like, as soon as I'm well rested, I attack again, and then I rest, and then I wait and I attack. It's like I'm a pit bull on a leash. As soon as that leash gets off, I just run at it, and then from there, I'll often, like, it depends. If I'm doing a day that's more focused around squats or say leg presses, but say I'm focused more around squats and glutes, I will do glute bridges after. Go up to 495 pounds for glute bridges. And then my last hour is all just hypertrophy. Hit my quads, my hamstrings, my calves, hit my calves while I'm standing up, and then while I'm seated. And my weakness is my legs aren't shaped the way I like them to. My legs are thick and they're big, but they're not shaped the way they used to be. And I got a fair amount of work to put on them. But with I've been doing heavier lifts, but that has made my legs strong. But I also need hypertrophy to really sculpt them. some flex before you go. I can do that. I never know what I'm doing when I'm flexing my back. I just try to feel things and squeeze them, but who knows if I'm actually doing any good. That's tiring. If I try hard enough, I can squeeze any muscle till it hurts. Have a good night. Thanks for dropping by. I will be looking to do more stretching streams in the near future. I am I have been lacking on my stretching program. Um, and I've been doing most of my weights at the gym, and stretching is something I do at home anyway, so I could always stream it. Although I've just been slacking, and when I have been stretching, it's been like 15 minutes, 15 minutes, 15 minutes, like a couple times a day. But I should have at least one like hour half like stretch everything program a week, and why not stream it? Whew. So I'm gonna do one more set of these squats. I'm gonna put it all away. I have to reorganize my weights a little bit. It's getting a little bit cramped because I brought out an extra 70 pounds. That flex actually took a little bit out of me. All right. Do I have the camera set up right? I don't. Let's fix that and do a final squat set here. I heard buzzing. Yeah, so I didn't overheat today. I have the window open. It's minus 35 degrees outside. I got a fan on me, and it's actually been the perfect temperature. I started off, it was too hot, but once everything balanced out between my heat and the surrounding temperature with the supplement of cold air from outside, this is actually the perfect temperature for me to work out right now. I'm actually enjoying it. I'm also not doing tons of volume. Well, I'm doing a lot of volume because I'm just doing squats, right? And I've done how many sets so far, but I haven't really tried very hard today. Today is just I don't know. I can't say I've tried my hardest, but maybe that's resulted in me not being as hot. But I'll take it. I'm happy. I'm comfortable. All right, let's get this on, bastard. Pinching me. Uh-oh. If that fell forward, I was just going to ban it. I was going to throw it. I was going to duck out and get out of here. I don't know if this is straight. It doesn't feel straight. Crap. Going slow makes it harder. Oh, I'm losing the air. I ran out of air. That's what's holding me back. I'm not used to holding my breath that long. But when I do the belt, I end up doing slower sets, slower reps. All right. Enough of that. That felt sketchy. But let's start putting all this away. I'll get my belt right out of here. Put those away. I will push these weights. I think that's give myself enough room. All right. There we go. Now there's no. I got a plugged up nose. Feels like I gotta blow my nose. That was bound to happen. I also gotta be at work super early. All right, so what can I use for caps? Let's use 25-pound plates. All right, so these things have holes in them, which is annoying me. Let's move the hole. I'm gonna be here all day. All right, let's pulse. Warm up my cast. And now I'm starting to feel a burn. All right, that was a nice warm up set. So now is me more or less winding down. I need to shower before bed. Well, I had a good time tonight. I'm going to see who's online right now. I'll bring out my bench. I bent my glasses too. They're like sitting weird on my face. Oh, there's a girl who's all right. I know who I'm gonna raid. But I'm not gonna do it just yet. I'm gonna do another set or two of just casts. I'm not gonna wait too long. I want to pump this out. Yeah. When I was at my fittest, my program was like I'd finish my training, then I get home, have my protein shake, relax a bit, then do a 15-minute ab workout, and then immediately go shower. And so I was like every day, 15-minute ab workout, shower, 15-minute ab workout, shower, and I was as ripped as I've ever been. But the downside is now I am absolutely sick of ab workouts. It's like when you have the same food every day, you just get sick of it. You can't eat it anymore. It ruined those exercises for me. So I don't want to do like 5 minutes of cast again. So I'm just gonna like lift one leg up, double the weight. I don't feel like grabbing dumbbells to hold to add weight. I have weighted vests I could use. That's what I typically use. I have a 25, a 50, and I think a 75-pound weighted vest. But I'm here right now. Got a nice. Yeah, this camera I'm using, it actually automatically blends the colors together and blends the contours together. So you can actually, like I can show my abs on camera, but they actually look a little bit more ripped than the camera actually shows because it gets rid of shadows. But it's hard for me to show off my legs when the camera blurs all the lines to be one color. All right, so let's do one more of those in a minute. Music makes every workout better. I cracked myself up. I also cracked myself on the head, apparently. I basically flattened my nose pieces on my glasses, so this thing is leaving marks on me. I'm a little bit hesitant to, well, I'll suck it up. I'll go to the store. I'll get them to bend them back into place. My old pair of glasses, I could bend them myself, get like really get my hands on them. These ones, they're more finicky, and there's no do-it-yourself if you don't have the right equipment for these glasses. Or I'd be buying new pairs of glasses pretty regularly. All right, so I'm feeling my calves. That's all I want to do. I don't want to. All right, last one. I weigh about 200 pounds right now. I'm heavier than I look. All right, that's it for me. I'm going to send this woman here a little bit of love. Some share the. Oh man, I'm not, after a nice workout, you get brain fog sometimes, and just words just start to fail you out of nowhere. I'm feeling that, especially now that the tension's off and I'm ready to wind down. I'm ready to get cleaned up, go to bed. I like seeing shoulder striations. That's what I want to see. I want to see striations. Anyways, thank you everybody who came out and joined me today. Tay Buns 16. Hope to see you again. What can I do from? But yeah, this is just my journey to better myself one day at a time, and being able to to hang out with you guys, have someone to chat to. It really makes my oh bye